Pisces, this is Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot, and I'm here to do your June 2019 general reading. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. Thank you for popping in. If you've been here before, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. See, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, or every little aspect of it might not resonate with, with everybody, the whole thing, but take what does and leave what doesn't. Alright, let's see. If it does resonate with you, you can give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe. Write me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. And then when you do, it actually helps me connect with your energies the next time I do a reading. While I was meditating on your sign, and what I was feeling is like maybe your will's going to be tested a little bit. Like you're going to be in, I'm not even sure what aspect of it is, but maybe your patience will be tested, or your will's going to be tested somehow. You might be feeling having like a little pessimistic mood, or like just not feel almost not negative, but just feeling like kind of pessimistic. That's the only way I can come up with it. Just not real positive about something, and something about maybe being a little overly sensitive. Now I know that in June, in the month of June, I think it's 21st, Neptune's going into retrograde, and it's going into retrograde in Pisces. So, that might trigger some overly emotional feelings for you, or, just being a little extra sensitive. That was just what I was, when I was meditating, that was what was coming into me. Pessimism and a little oversensitive. Okay, let's see how we're going. All right. Okay, let me just cut and we will get started. Okay. Oops. And from the bottom of the deck energy, you have the Ace of Cups. All right, so it's already starting out with creation, like that. Creations, inspirations. All right, so you have a new start with that. A whole big cup full of emotions too. All right, let's see. Yeah, possibly new love, creativity. Okay. I got the Two of Swords. Now she is in the reverse, and when she's in the reverse, it's still kind of the same as like when she's in the upright, but it's actually a harder decision maybe, because she's feeling like she's got to pick the lesser of two evils, or it's like a rock in a hard place, and there's no right choice, and she's confused about it, so she's not sure which choice she's going to make. She's blindfolded, so she's not even like using her logic. She's just maybe basing it on emotions purely. So we'll see why. All right, we have the magician. Now he is the creator. He's going to give you the will and the balance and the strength of finding your opportunities and choosing a path, all right? And which would make sense because you have this air of the Ace of Cups, and that's about creativity and stuff. So he's going to give you a path to choose, and then your Two of Swords energy is trying to decide which path you're going to go on. All right. You do have the Strength card. Now she's like inner courage and self-discipline, okay? She's very strong, and I mean, she's taming this lion all by herself. So You can tell she's very strong, and she's okay with doing whatever she needs to do fairly alone. All right, so if that's your energy, you're feeling a lot of strength right there. And you got the Three of Cups, and this is community and reunions. Possibly, friendships. All right, happiness. All right, so that's feeling all good. And you got the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is, you're feeling you're conflicted. You're not sure how you feel because you're contemplating why you didn't get your fourth cup when you wanted your fourth cup. So you had those three. You thought you'd have more. You only got four. You only got the three. You didn't get this fourth one. Maybe you're contemplating whether you want to take it or not. You're like not even feeling connected to it. I am going to clarify these just to make this story tell itself a little bit more clearly. Now you got the Queen of Swords. She is in a very, very strong energy. She does not use emotions to do the things she needs to do. She's all about logic and analyzing things with her mind, not her heart. Okay, not that she doesn't have emotions, but she's not going to put her heart on her sleeve so everybody can see how she feels about something. Yeah, she's very strong. And if this is your energy right now, there might be something that you're feeling like you have to strike against, but I don't know yet. Or this could be somebody in your environment that they have this energy. All right? Okay, we got the Chariot, and that is in the upright. And this is you're having a feeling of trying to keep things balanced. All right, these two horses are going on the two opposite directions. All right, and this Chariot guy, he's trying to make them come together. So you're trying to take two opposite directions. Actually, that makes some sense for this lady too. Two opposite directions and pulling them together. All right. And the other aspect of it is, it's like, all right, feeling like you think you should go one way, but you're going another. So you might not even, you're not sure which way you should be going. So you're like, kind of like, okay, I'm going to try this. Wait, I'm going to go that way. So you're not really sure yet yourself either. But he's also just trying to pull the horses together to try to make sense of it somehow. Oh, okay. All right. Now you got the Three of Swords, and that came up in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse is you're recovering from a grief, or you're recovering from a breakup, or something that, you got hurt. Your feelings were hurt at some point. Maybe it was like a romance, or it was a friendship, or, it could be any kind of thing that, you were hurt, but you're moving on. So this is... you're not holding on to it anymore, you're moving on. All right? Now you got the Seven of Swords. He can be a little shifty guy. Sometimes, not all the time. But he's usually like a deception, a trickery. Somebody's trying to get away with something. And, yeah, like you can see how stealthy he's moving away from this tent. Oops, excuse me. With these swords that are probably not his. But depending on what cards come up around him, it could be just he's trying to take his swords and like get away himself. It's not like he's stealing anything, but he's just trying to get away with his swords to get away from the tent. So it could be either way, and it kind of depends on whatever comes up around him. Oh, I need to get a drink real quick. So let's see how I'm going to clarify and figure out what's going on here. All right. You have the Two of Swords in reverse. Can you please tell me about the Two of Swords in reverse? Explain those Two of Swords in reverse for me. All right, we have the Ace of Swords, and that came out. And this is about, like, victory and strength. That came out on the Two of Swords. So I'm thinking, whatever decision that you had to make, that hard decision, it was the right one. Just don't know what that was. All right, let's see if we can find out. Four of Cups. All right. I was thinking about the Four of Cups, and the Six of Swords fell out. There's a lot of air energy going on here. The air energy is like Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Now you could have a lot of air energy around you from the people that are around you in your environment. So they might be involved in, you know, like your friendships and, you know, maybe work, family. All right. Well, your Six of Swords is for, you're moving away from something. Now you may be moving away from maybe choppy waters. Things are getting smoother. You might possibly be having travel coming up in your future. I was clarifying the Four of Wands, Four of Cups. So this guy's feeling a little discontented and disconnected by what he did not receive. And so you're moving away from something. Now, is that a relationship that you feel disconnected to? Or is it this friendship? Let's see. All right. Three of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the Three of Swords in reverse. All right, you got the Six of Pentacles. And this is a card of giving and receiving. You're able to, you know, like think of charities and donations and be able to give to people, but then also be able to receive when you need it. All right, so you're feeling it's pretty equal there. So I'm guessing after this, and you started to recover from whatever heartbreak that was, you got back into the even flow of being able to, you know, be able to give and receive in such a way. Because maybe when you were first hurt, you weren't giving anything. And that doesn't have to be money either. It could be like emotions and friendship and different types of feelings. I better blow out this candle. Oops. I guess I gotta get myself to the store because I don't know if you could see this. My son made this candle holder. And, well, my candle's burning down. Okay. Did really good too. Okay, I'm done bragging on him. But, yeah, I'm thinking when you were heartbroken, you weren't able to give any kind of emotions or any feelings or support to anybody else. But now that you've recovered from that, you're able to give and receive. It's not about money. It's literally about the emotions of, you know, what you can give to people, what you can have from people. All right? Because this is like your original card was, you know, your big cup of emotions. And again, in this month, in June, you're going to be oversensitive, or you're going to be a little bit emotional. All right, so I'm thinking that's where that was starting from. Whatever decision you'd had to do with the Queen of Swords, or the Two of Swords, you made that decision. Might have been a difficult decision, but you did make the right one. or you're going to make the right one. If I can get anything else on that though, like what was that? Anything else on this Two of Swords? Can you please explain anything else on the Two of Swords? All right, you got the Eight of Wands. Now this is a quick, swift decision, energy, and it's fast. This decision came really, really fast. So you made it, and it was rapid. Right? This was a very fast movement and a quick decision. So I guess when you do have to make a decision, it's going to come right to you. It's not going to be as hard or stuck as it originally looked, because you're going to make it really fast and you're going to have a victory with it. Now you do have the Magician, and he's going to bring to you things that you're going to be able to create something that you're looking into, because he has he's almost like a muse, you know? There's opportunities available to you, but you have to choose the path of what path you're going to take. He doesn't take any responsibility for that. Oh, sorry, too many. That he doesn't take any responsibility for that path. That's on you, but oops. But apparently once you do, you're going to get your comfort and your luxury and your emotional stability if you follow the path that he's offering to you. What path is Magician offering Pisces in June? What path is this Magician offering Pisces in June? Are you able to tell us? Path for Pisces. What is the Magician offering in June? Okay. And then the Hermit comes up. And this is almost like you going inside, going into your inner self, meditating, being patient to find that path. Okay, yeah. I mean, all right, so he's there. He's offering the path. It's going to be successful, and you're going to be very happy once you do. Now, it doesn't have to be a money-making path, or it doesn't have to be anything like, because I'm not seeing it in work. I think it's just an emotional thing. I think this path that you might be taking is more like spiritual. Like maybe you're having a feeling about maybe going into a more spiritual zone than you are usually. You know, maybe you're needing to possibly pray more, meditate. Maybe you're going to start like doing yoga or something that's going to ease your emotions, to like ground you a little bit, make you a little more stabilized and feeling good. Because I just feel like you're going to be very emotional. You're going to be like very kind of sensitive. You're going to be extra sensitive. So maybe you're going to need to find something in your path to give you the comfort of, like I said, the comfort and the luxuries. But it's not luxury, but the comfort of the Nine of Cups. Almost like a warm blanket kind of thing. That's how I'm thinking of. When I look at this, for this, I actually think of a warm blanket and like hot soup, make more tea. Like, now I don't know where you guys all are, because I know we're all over the place, but like I'm in the northern hemisphere, so it's getting into the warmer weather right now, so I don't know why I'm thinking about that, but I look at this card and I'm seeing like steam and hot teas and, cocoa. Very warm, comforty stuff. So if you're looking for extra comfort right now because of how your feelings are, then that's where you're going to be finding those, however you're going to do that. All right, let's see. Okay, and the Seven of Cups, and this popped up, not for any reason except for they wanted it to, and this is your choice of options. So apparently you have a lot of options that come in here. And I was looking at strength, but I wasn't even really thinking about strength, but there's definitely going to be options for you at a point. Five of Swords flew out too, but I wasn't really thinking about it, so I don't know if I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to keep it over here so I can fit it in. All right. Okay, what can you tell me about this Seven of Swords? What can you tell me about this Seven of Swords for Pisces? What do I get to know about Seven of Swords for Pisces in 2019 June? Jeez. All right. One more time. It came up twice. All right. Here's the Fool. And this is you going on a new journey. This is a whole new event going on. All right. Now, saying it on top of the Seven of Swords. He came up upright. So he's a fresh new start, a new cycle. All right, so there's a new cycle starting after we figure out what dude with the Seven of Swords is going on. Let's see. Get a big old cup of emotions, and you're going to make a quick decision. And when you do, it's going to be the right decision. It's not going to be half as hard as it looked at first. You're going to be going inside a little bit. You have the Magician offering you different paths, but I think you're just going to take the like spiritual comfort type of just relaxing kind of energy. So you're just going to look for comforts and securities and luxuries in a sense, but that's not really but you know what I mean, like just comfort. All right. Stability, just because you, like I said, you're going to be, I feel like you're going to be a little emotional and sensitive. Now you do have strength, and you're going to have the strength, and then there's also going to be, happiness and family and celebration and friends. Then you have this little bit of discontentment and disconnected. You're contemplating something, so instead of thinking about it any longer, you decide to get out of that. So maybe you went to get out of that feeling. I'm thinking you went to get out of that feeling. So I don't know what you're contemplating. I don't know what's making you feel disconnected. Because you had Three of Cups, so that's like that's a happy. I'm thinking, okay, I think once you got into the whole, Nine of Cups feeling of comfort and stability, you had the strength, and that pushed you along with this happy celebration, and you're moving. You didn't decide to take any more of this. So your contemplation of this was you're moving away from it. So you're going to cut that out. So I think that's where the part where it goes away. All right? You have the Queen of Swords energy, and she is the one who's not... I love it when it goes click. All right. She's the one, she does not use her emotions. All right? So she's all very logical, analytical. And I think you've decided to take on this because you were. You were like way too emotional for some reason. And there is no specific thing showing up here saying why you would have been emotional. I really think it could have just been the retrograde. Isn't that weird? But it's possible because this is something, like I said, when I was meditating, I was feeling the sensitivity coming at you. And then I'm like, why? So I did check in the astrology, and I'm like, retrograde, and that causes extra emotions for some people. All right, so then I think the Queen of Swords is going to be your strong energy. She's right under the strength, so you pick that up. All right. Now you do have the Chariot, and I'm not exactly sure what he's doing here, but I think you're going to try to make a decision and choose one way or the other. All right, get the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands flipped out upside down. And this is exhaustion and fatigue when it's upside down. So maybe your Chariot guy's just getting tired of trying to pull these together. So you're feeling exhausted and fatigued. Why? Give me a second. Oh wait, here's the Five of Swords that popped out before and I didn't use it and I was just waiting to see if it would pop up. And if I look at it, this is a win at all costs attitude. So I'm trying to think of if this is something that you were doing and it's not with another person. It's with yourself. You're trying to pull your emotions together and put them where you want them to be. I think this is all, not, I don't want to say inside your head, make it sound like you're nuts, but just, maybe you're like battling your emotions at one point. So you're winning. You're like, okay, but I mean, if you were feeling a little overly emotional, or a little sensitive, whatever, maybe that is tiring. Maybe you got tired of feeling that way and fighting against it. And that's why, and this probably has a lot to do with it, but it's not here. So I don't know if maybe it happened before all this, because you were able to get your balance back. You were able to start sharing emotions with people without it, being overly emotional. Okay, and then the Seven of Swords. And I am actually thinking, even though he looks like he's taking something, I don't actually think that's the case. I think this is just you taking control. I think this is you taking your control back. That's what that feels like. You're taking control back. Because you went through a little ruckus. There was, you started out with a whole big gold cup of emotions, and it did. I mean, it pretty much landed you, but I think each decision you made and whatever came across your path, you were able to get through it. It wore you out. It's going to wear you out. But I think you're strong enough to handle it, and you've recovered your emotions. I don't want to say recovered, it was like it, but you be able to rein them in. Rein them in and pull them back to you. Because then you have the Fool here, and he's going to give you a whole new cycle starting. All right, so this will be gone. All right. If this makes any kind of sense to you, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up, a share, a subscribe. Write me a comment. I'd love to see how it does work out, or if it does resonate. I get it. So let me know if you get it. And then I will be seeing you kind of in mid-month. I'll be around, but I'll be posting again in the middle of June, and we'll see if we could pick up from here, or if it's going to give me a whole new story since you have a whole new cycle happening, okay? I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you could let me know, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will be seeing you in a couple weeks.